Hey guys, it's Lucky here, and today I'm going to be giving you a barn tour of Lucky Horseshoe Stables for April of 2015. And I'm doing it because you guys subscribed to Mayflower Meadows and Oakwood Ranch, which I really appreciated. Mayflower Meadows is my sister, and Oakwood Ranch is my best friend, so I really wanted them to get more subscribers. And yeah, so I'm finally here to do this today, and yeah, let's see, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, I'll have one out in May too, and then I'll film one to release over the summer or like in October or something, because I'm going to be away from my barn for a lot longer this year than I usually am, but I'll tell you guys about that in the future. Yeah, and I have a couple new 2014 Schlegs, including this girl right here, but I'm doing it now because I don't want to accumulate more horses and then not have stalls for all of them, because that would look pretty bad. And I probably won't have stalls for them in May either, but I don't know. So I'm just gonna start this now, and yeah. So this is my Shetland / Falabella barn. I have one Falabella, and then I'm going to have, well, the other stalls are going to be full of Shetlands, because the new Shetland Stallion and the new Shetland Mare and Foal are going to go in these stalls, but no one in the U.S. can seem to hurry up and actually get Schlegs in stock, so they're not here today. And then this is Surf and Turf stall, but he's getting tacked up at the moment, I believe, so he's not in here. And his chain broke on that, which I only just realized. It must have been recent when I broke. Here's Spice, our little 2014 Falabella gelding. And here is the new Husky for this year, and she doesn't have a name yet, so if you guys want to suggest names, I'd really appreciate that. Then here we have Daisy and her filly Primrose, who's just the cutest little foal ever. My dog is scratching on the porch door, and she is just the cutest little foal ever. And then I have this blanket for Daisy, which I made, and then this lovely little pony saddle made by Schleich Horse Girl 11, and then these carrots. And this little wild animal enclosure thing, barn, I don't know, we have these two little sheep, and this one doesn't have a name yet, and this one is Felix, and he's wearing a cute little collar. In here we have our raccoons, and I had names for them all, but I forget them. And then here's Amber the deer, and she has a water bowl down there that she spilled some shavings into. Over here is an alpaca that I got for $2 when TSC was having a big sale. So I named him Albert after an alpaca that I know in real life, even though the real Albert was white, not like this golden color, but I named him Albert. And then he has some hay back there, and then just a fence, and then right here is this little enclosure. Whoops. Get that out of there. And then this little enclosure is for the 2015 Panda Cub, and hopefully I'll have her soon. And then of course I'll put a little gate like right there, but I don't have one right now, so that's that. This little enclosure we have our grizzly bear cub Murphy, who's just dragging along some sausages, and then he has his food there. I thought he had a water container, but apparently not. And then he has some little climbing rocks right there. Here we have the sign that I photoshopped. It says Lucky Horseshoe Stables, where all horses are lucky. It says group lessons, private lessons, boarding, and trail rides. Please call with any questions or visit our website, www.luckyhorseshoestables.com. I have a luckyhorseshoestables.weebly.com, but I wanted the sign to seem more professional and suggest that we have our own domain name, but we don't really. And here's Gertrude, the terribly ugly potbelly pig, but she's still kind of cute, and, well, not really, but you know what I mean. And then we have this piglet, and this piglet, and this piglet is just pretty much the cutest thing ever, but neither of them have names, which is really unfortunate, because you'd think owning a barn we could name our animals, but some of them don't have names even after years of owning them. Well, not years. Months. I guess I've owned these guys for a long time. And I think they did have names, but I just forget them, so yeah. Here is the trailer, and we have Vogue and Pumpkin. And then in this stall, we have Whiskey, who's the limited edition Hanoverian gelding, or stallion, I don't know, from that wash area. And he has this hay bag made by Buckthorn Stables, and then water made out of hot glue. So then I have this barn. which was made several years ago by my dad. And right here we have this little grooming kit that Oakface made me that says Chester on it. Right here we have this horse named Seabiscuit, but I kind of want to make it a girl. I don't know. It was right after I saw the movie Seabiscuit. I was like 8 when I got him, so that's why I named him that. But I'm not really liking it anymore, so I don't know. Here's Jupiter. Here's Pumpkin Stall, and you'll meet Pumpkin later. Here is Bullet, and he is wearing a lovely tack made by Schleichhorse Girl 11. Here's Aztec. Here's Gypsy Stall, and you'll meet him later. Here's True Blue Stall. Here's just like a little food bowl for the pigs who are usually in here. Here is Milo, and he's just in this little pen that I made him. He's got a hay bale, and I really love that little pen because it's so cute. Here we have Mellingar and Sandy and Jewel, and her mom Starry is usually in here with her too, but you'll meet her later. And then a halter made by Schleichhorse Girl 11. And here we have Cookie and Disco, and in here all of our fellow Bellas. Oh, and this lead rope made by Buckthorn Stables. We have Oreo, Sweet Dreams, and Caspian in a little stablemate water trough. Last whiskey stall is this little tree, and despite the fact that it's probably 70 degrees on my porch at the moment, it has snow on it. Down here we have a little water container so that none of our animals that just kind of wander around get dehydrated. Right here is Okie the Otter, named after the main character in my favorite book, because otters are my favorite animal. Here we just have some blankets, and they were all made by Buckthorn Stables and various trades we've done. And here is Rowley tacking up his pony, Surf and Turf. And then there's the girth. And this amazing saddle was made by Schleichhorse Girl 11. This is our tack room, and in here we've got saddles, and these two were made by Schleichhorse Girl 11. And then there's a saddle pad made by her too, and we have some feed and quinoa in there, and a shovel and apples, and 2 first aid kits and a ribbon, and a little reminder about a vet appointment because I guess every time I do a barn tour they're scheduled for Tuesday at 9 a.m. And then right here is like this little sliding table with a lead rope and like a bottle, and a fly mask made by Buckthorn Stables. These 2 lovely holiday scarves made by Lily Mayhorn, and a bunch of bridles, and a halter made by Schleichhorse Girl 11, and the sparkly red halter under it, that one was made by Bits for Briar. And then 2 little Falabella blankets and a bunch of shipping boots made by Schleichhorse Girl 11. And then we just have some trophies up here, a bag of quinoa, aka feed, and a little thing from the top of a Caribou coffee drink. Here we have Jackson, and this is Quincy's stall. This is General. This is Toronto. This is stall. Is this? Oh, Helios' stall, and Legacy, and Vogue's stall, but you met him earlier in the trailer. And then in each one, aside from that one, because I never did a feed thing in that one, they have like feed and stuff. So, yep. Here's Edna, the cow, wearing this lovely halter from Lily Mayhorn in this amazing wash area made by Schleichhorse Girl 11. And here's Rufus, the only groom at the moment, but that is going to change soon. I'm going to get more workers for my barn. But anyway, he is milking her. He's got a little bucket down there. And then here is Edna's calf, Hugh, and a little Texas Longhorn calf, Archie. And here we have Dandelion, or Dandy for short, and Chase. Here's a lead rope made by Buckthorn Stables, and a halter made by Schleichhorse Girl 11. And it is in front of Tilly's stall, and here's Tilly, our little donkey. And then there is some really bright yellow stablemate hay back there. Out here we have Scribbles, and he is riding his little pony Quincy, and they just look so precious right there. Here's Enchantment, Rico, London, and Rocky the Rhino under a little stablemates tree, and then they have that stuff too. Here's Wishes, and here's Kate, kind of the mom of my dog family. And she has a carrot, and she is training Blue Moon, or beginning to train Blue Moon. Over here I have this snowman, which is pretty ridiculous because it's so hot on my porch right now. And then here is Maggie and Fiona. In this paddock we have Shimmer, Dexter, and Sparky. Here we have Tootsie, Milky Way, and Snickers all crowded around some oats. And then 2 grooming kits made by Buckthorn Stables, a halter made by Schleich Horse Girl 11, and a fly mask and lead rope made by Buckthorn Stables. And then here's Fortune and Comet. In this little paddock we have Gypsy and Cisco, the Shire Stallion, and he is just beautiful, and I love him so much. He's probably one of my favorites, actually. I know, something about the face marking too. I love it. And then down here we have these 2 little wild animals, little antelope and this little turtle, and they are playing with the ball. Neither one of them have names, so I would really appreciate it if you guys could give me suggestions for them. Here's Delgado, who's kind of like the dad of the barn, or the dad of my dog family. And he's leading Dakota, the limited edition Icelandic mare, around, and she's pulling baby Lucy. In this barn, we have Apache, the limited edition Icelandic stallion, Monty, and then this little room with our ducks, an easel, and painting, and then kind of pretend like this gate stays shut at night, but then in the morning let the animals out, and that's where the turtle and antelope come into at night too. And then I have this little creature. I don't know what he is. I think he's a new, but I'm not sure. And he needs a name as well. Then I have that little first aid kit made by Buckthorn Stables, some shelves made by her, and a grooming kit made by her, and just a variety of things. There's Shimmer stall, and Wishes and Blue Moon stall, and then Aspen and Sugar. In this barn I have Eclipse, Rebel, Elegance and Coda, and then Liberty. And I hate to switch out stalls, but she needed a stall because my meadow's pretty full, so that's where she is right now. Then we have those 2 empty stalls. Over there is Dakota, or not Dakota, that's Dakota's stall, but that's Princey and Princess. The one playing with the toy is Princess, and the other one is Princey. This is Nova and her full galaxy. Here we have September Stardust, named after a real Shinkatig pony, or Ember, and her little filly, Pippi. Here we have Athena, who is lost forever, and I only found her last week. I guess my brother found her. And then here's Hermes, her foal, and that lovely hay net. It's a briar one. And then Caramel and Xena. Here's the goat's pen, and then a trash can, some more quinoa, because I have so much of that, some oats with a little briar feed scoop, some little things I cut out of a Dover magazine and just glued on the wall, a little bucket and a briar flour sack thing, some hay bales, feed containers, a bulletin board, another picture that we have on the wall, some corn, just a variety of things there, apples, carrots, briar grooming kit, and briar hay bale. And then this little thing that says horse show Thursday at 2 o'clock, because I never changed those. Here is this little sign that says horse parking only, all others will be towed. Here's Tiffany picking Atlas's hooves, and here he is, he's just gorgeous. And he is wearing a new English saddle that I made. And then there's another little briar brush. Over here is a western saddle that I made, but the horn fell off of it. Here are 2 amazing grooming kits made by Schleich Horse Girl 11. Here is Sheila and Morning Glory, and a little pitchfork. Here are some barrels, and then here's Helios being led around by Chester. Here's Kit's pen. She's the little fox, and she has a little bowl full of quinoa, but I pretend it's like pellets or something. And then she has her little tucked in, and that pink blanket is made out of one of Oakface's socks that she cut up. Over here are our jumps, and then trotting poles and chicks. And here is Tessa and that one little lesson child, and Rue, who's not hers, but she's a lesson pony and she likes to eat. In fact, she's in a position that allows her to eat constantly. And then in our arena, we have Sylvie riding on Destiny, and I've had a lot of people ask me about Destiny. She's from the 2014 Leisure set. She's gorgeous. I love her so much. And they're about to go over that little white brick jump. And then there is Claire riding Whiskey. He's a limited edition that comes with the wash area. And then here we have those cameras. Or, not cameras, I see my camera in there, but the mirrors. So that concludes this month's barn tour, and I hope you enjoyed it. I tried to go fairly quickly, so it would be easier to upload, although it's still going to be a nightmare to get it to upload. Anyway, I will probably have one up in May, and then I'm going to make some more, because instead of being gone for 5 months over the summer, no, I've never gone 5 months, 3 months, I can't speak today, I'll be gone 8 months, so I will release barn tours throughout then, and figure out something to do. So, yep, that's it, and if you could help me out with some names, that would be so appreciated, and yeah, bye!